Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And today I have good news. Today I'm finally getting to the review of Secrets of Sulphur Springs Season 2 Episode 1 called Only Time Will Tell. And yes, as you can see, we see Griffin on his bike. We see previously on, just like Secrets of Sulphur Springs. And we're just pretty cool because we're actually getting a recap because it's not only for people who didn't watch season 1, which I don't see why not go watch the season. Because there's these like fantastic episodes, and there's some that were only like great and like good, but there were like fantastic ones, so go watch those. And just Griffin and Harper's relationship, I just love that. The twins, they're funny and stuff like that. And the story with the dad, Ben, it was kind of sad. And with Jess, like, it's a mystery. And I thought that played out all so well in season 1, so go watch my reviews. And I think this show, where I do my reviews, is the third most popular. First one is Big City Dreams, that reigns supreme. Second one is Amphibia. Third is Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Fourth is the Owl House, and the last fifth is the Ghost of Mount McGee. So yeah, so this is in top 3 of the supposed 6 shows, because I want a 6th one, but I don't know when that's coming. And also Amphibia has ended, so technically I'm looking for 2 more. And I think it was like on Twitter or something, where Disney has basically said that they kind of want more sitcom type shows, kind of like Big City Greens and Phineas and Ferb and stuff like that, instead of storylines, kind of like Secrets of Sulphur Springs and The Owl House and Amphibia and stuff like that. So, which is okay. I'll check them out. I think some of them were called was it Hansel and Gretel and Kif? I think those were 2, but I don't know. That those look okay, but who knows. But yeah, we're finally back. So you got previously on, and basically who didn't watch season 1, and we basically had the introduction between Griffin and Harper. So many memories, because I had to watch the episode, even though I could just watch it right here, because I didn't have to worry about charging my phone. But I didn't. But I watched it on Disney Plus, and oh my goodness, it brought so many memories, the characters and their interactions and stuff like that. And I just I had like to focus, because with the show you cannot look away, because you might miss something, even the character interactions. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. So like you have to pay attention. Basically, you have Griffin and Harper interacting. Harper telling Griffin about Savannah. Savannah going down to the basement because of what Jess did. And we have this girl. I hate her. But she only showed up one time, thank goodness. We have Griffin and Harper. Wait a minute. Wait, was this the intro? Wait, no, wait a minute. Oh yeah, we have Topher's introduction, sort of. We have Griffin and Harper going to the basement. I forgot that was the first time. Them pointing at something, like they were talking. See, I don't know where like the introduction starts. Wait, no, this is where the episode starts. Yeah, I'm kind of getting confused, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, when the chandelier fell, you're in the rocking chair, Savannah in 1962, like, oh, what's that about? And remember in the last episode we saw this old man in a rocking chair, and we booked it out of there. And remember when we saw that girl that looked exactly like Harper, and I'm like, what the heck was that? And that's where the episode ended. I'm like, you can't end an episode like that, but that's what they did. They just did it like that. Oh, but this is her. It looks exactly like Harper. This is where it ended, with Harper looking at herself. She found herself, sort of. But this is where we actually get into the beginning of the episode. So we had kind of a recap of the characters, Griffin, Harper, the twins. Because I'm not sure if I said it in my what I want to see in season 2, but I'm like, what characters are we gonna see again? You know, Griffin, Harper, the twins, um, um, Jess, Topher, Ben. I forgot the mom's name of Griffin. Oh, Sarah. Savannah, we can see her again because she's like with her new family, so we're gonna see her again. Oh yeah, she went with them to the Harper lookalike, the great grandmother or something, or we don't know how many greats. Yeah, we don't know, or maybe it's like an aunt or something. We don't know. So, like, are we gonna see those characters? Are we gonna see more school characters? We're gonna go back to school. Yes, school is important. It legitimately is, but in this case, I don't know. But they're still kids, and the parents don't know anything about the basement, the time traveling thing. Because I thought Ben might. That was like a theory I had, but it turns out he didn't. So, which is fine. Does he find out this season? Who knows? Does Topher? Oh, but didn't we see Topher in the basement? Wasn't that in the trailer? It might have. So Topher finds out? Question mark. Did we tell him about it? Does he go back in time? Does it would be funny. Topher goes to see dinosaurs. That'd be funny. Or maybe he actually goes down to the era of where monsters were like a thing. So and Topher like loves scary movies, but he's like terrified of them. So he goes to a time where monsters exist or something, and he just gets so freaked out. And you know, of course, Griffin and Harper gotta go save him. So yeah, that'll be a pretty funny episode. Kind of relieve some tension maybe. But anyway, I just remember these stories. You know, so many memories, so many creepy good memories. But this is interesting. We see Sarah in a box, because remember back at the I forgot, was the final episode or the episode before that where Sarah and Ben were kind of having a talk about what happened to Savannah and how it wasn't Ben's fault, and how, and you know, and kind of Jess and Ben stopped kind of hating each other. They were kind of more of an understanding, and I love that because Jess was such a jerk. Oh my goodness. Back in the day, oh my goodness, she was such a jerk. But she changed her ways, so that was good. And basically, Jess and not Jess. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Sarah and Ben decided to buy the Tremont. They're not gonna move back to Chicago because that was the plan. You know, that's it. We're gonna leave this place behind, go back to Chicago. But no, they're actually gonna stay. So now we have, you know, Sarah moving some boxes, and then, you know, Sarah puts it down, and she's kind of hearing something. I'm like, well, what's that? And I was kind of listening. I was like, okay, it's a woman's voice. I'm like, as Sarah's kind of walking more towards it, and we have like no dialogue from Sarah whatsoever, but we also have like the 205 door. I forgot, that was either in the last episode or it was in the trailer, but something with 205, like that's gonna happen. Obviously, we brought it up in the first episode, so obviously it has to be important, because why would we bring it up? But besides 205, because Sarah just keeps on walking towards it, and before we had to get this spot, I'm like listening. I'm like, is that Amazing Grace? The song, like Amazing Grace. Da, da, da. I don't know the words. But then we get to this, and I hear like a rocking chair. I'm like, what? And I have so many like theories in my head when I'm like looking at that. I'm like, is that the Harper lookalike? Did the great we don't know how many greats, grandmother? Is that her? Because it's not Harper. Because why would she just sing Amazing Grace in the middle of the room? But like, you know, that'd just be weird. But we had Sarah just kind of getting more suspicious, and seeing this rocking chair, Sarah's kind of getting freaked out. She looks in the room, and like you think, oh, she looks at the chair, everything's alright. No, the tension of the sound is like, oh my, it increases the soundtrack of the episode. Do you see the rocking chair? Pretty good looking rocking chair. And it's just no one is there. Oh my goodness. Sarah just turns around, and then Ben's right there. Ben didn't mean to creep her out, but that was pretty funny. And so Ben's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But Sarah's like, yeah, you scared me, I'm sorry. But I was looking for Griffin. Is he in there? He's like, no one's in there. Ugh, that was kind of, ugh. then because of this, this is pretty funny. Like, hi, and we hear this guy, and his name is Elijah. I think that was his name, but he's like Daisy, come help me. And obviously they're like, we gotta go. They bumped into this little boy, and he was like in the trailer, and they run out, and then he's like, what's with that about? And she's like, didn't you see that girl? No, should I? Well, yeah, she looked like an exact double of me. And Sam's like what? And she's like, yeah, she looked exactly like me. And Sam's kind of interested. He drops the book, goes run after them, and then Daisy's like, no, don't do that. And we have this guy. He's a pretty looks like a hardworking dad, and he's like, oh, where did old Sam run off to? And he's like, oh gosh, he just ran off, and excuse me. And he kind of interrupted her because she was about to say, oh, he kind of ran after those kids, and he just said, oh, don't mind it. Like, I was like, dude, you didn't have to do that. But obviously he's a good dad. He said, hey, let me help you. Because Griffin and the others just bumped into Sam, dropped groceries. Obviously it's like old timey groceries and the cans and stuff like that. We have Sam running after them, and then it's like, we gotta go. Oh, I think I'm clicking too fast. We have Harper to look one last time. Boom, like they close the capsule, and it disappears. Because that's what happens. Sam stops, sees this. Oh wait, let me get a good look at it. Can I get a good look at it? Oh, come on. I guess can't really see it, but this was in a trailer where it's like, oh, who's this kid? And he was like holding this necklace, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm sorry, before what I said before, I was like, oh, is that the intro? No, that was the whole thing was a flashback. This is the intro, so my mistake. But it's like different this time. I wonder if we can go frame by frame. Obviously we see the trees and the springs and the swamps and stuff like that, which is all cool. It's all cool. We see Griffin and Harper, and you can obviously see that they gotten a little bit taller, because of it was been a while since between season 1 and season 2 of with the actors and stuff like that, the actresses, so they all look a bit older. Yeah, Griffin kind of looked kind of short. Now he's kind of taller, so that's pretty funny. Obviously, their hairstyles are the same. We see this fog coming down the stairs. I was like in the trailer where Harper was kind of looking around, and like the lights went out, so that's probably going to be important. And just like I said, Harper was kind of looking around in the fog. That's in the intro. We see a bright light or something like in the forest, and then we see Savannah kind of looking in the basement, but it looks kind of different unless. Oh, sorry. This is either in her timeline in that version of the basement, which is probably accurate, or Ben and the others renovated the basement to make it look nicer. Either way, that's kind of interesting. Savannah's kind of maybe doing some research or something of what happened, because she still wants to help, but she still wants to be with her family, because this is like her new family. If you didn't watch season 1, spoilers, she didn't really have a family, and no one really. Jess didn't really like her. You're just an orphan girl. What do you think? You just boss people around like that and stuff like that. And Savannah's like, oh, why do you think you can be queen boss, that like boss people around like that. So there was that kind of conflict. They both like Ben, so that was also another conflict. Savannah almost became Griffin's mom. That's pretty funny if you kind of think about it in a weird way. But we obviously see the hazmat suits. We see this in the season 1 opening. I'm wondering, is this ever gonna come into play? Because why would there be hazmat suits here if we're going through time travel? Not time travel. Time travel. Oh yeah. Oh, that thing. That was like another plot point in season 1. I guess they didn't follow through with it. Because I remember when they like went through the capsule. I think it was like either Harper, Griffin, or both of them. They felt kind of funny, but they never followed up with it. So yeah, that was like maybe that was where they're gonna bring the hazmat suits into play. And it's been a while since I watched the episodes like live, so I just watched episode 1 recently, so I forgot if they do use it, but I don't think they do. So I don't understand why that they're here. I don't know, but obviously they were probably used for something else back in the day. But what's the point of them showing them here? Who knows? And then instead of girl lost like in the springs, this is hotel haunted, the Sulphur Springs siren. Because obviously they don't think it's Savannah anymore. So obviously the newspapers would have changed because Savannah is Savannah like lives in that other timeline. So obviously Savannah wouldn't be the ghost or whatever. So yeah, hotel haunted, paranormal activity confirmed at Tremont. So I wonder if we're gonna see in the school, and maybe Wyatt and Zoe gonna spread some gossip about, hey, I got their names right. That's pretty cool. Because remember back in season 1, I could never get their names. We have Griffin and Harper kind of looking in the basement. We see like the fountain. We see Zoe kind of looking in the window. Is she gonna become like a bigger player? Because where's Wyatt? Unless they just cut him out of the shot, but that's kind of weird. Maybe she has a bigger role to play. That would be kind of interesting. Could she that'd be pretty funny. She goes back in time. She becomes like an Egyptian queen or princess or something, and maybe like she can help that way. Maybe they need to go to Egypt for some reason. Who knows? I'm just guessing. Just like the whole Topher with the dinosaurs and the monsters, just because he likes monster movies, stuff like that. So who knows? Because why are we focusing on her in this shot? That's kind of weird. We see this mirror. It says "Go back." Is that? Oh, okay, yeah, it is Wyatt and Zoe. The red hair and then the ear. Okay, it is both of them. Maybe they both come into play or something. Shouldn't it have been something that says Secrets of Sulphur Springs? Or am I going crazy? 57, 58, 59. I don't know, maybe in the Disney version they removed it. But anyway, just imagine it says Secrets of Sulphur Springs. And it says seeing Savannah, there's a handprint on the window. So, okay, that's kind of interesting. And I'm like, so Savannah, we remember back in season 1, a lot of things in season 1 where, what was it? It was Wyatt and Zoe asked the mirror, the ghost basically, are you Savannah? And it wrote no. So Savannah was a haunted hotel. That's what we all thought. Savannah was haunting the hotel. We don't want to know why. Why does Ben feel guilty? What's Jess got to do with this? Why is Jess such a jerk? Sarah's not involved with this at all. But she's kind of getting wrapped into all this. But turns out Savannah hasn't been doing all this. She just happens to be, like, circumstance allowed her to, what Jess said, and she went back in time to 1962, I think it was. And she just found a new family and just left Ben and Jess because maybe she thought Ben probably dislikes Jess and Jess doesn't like me. And I'm probably going to be in super big trouble. I don't have a family. Now I have a family here. I get to leave it all behind. And she's a kid, so she just made that decision. And, yeah. So, yeah, who's the ghost? Is it Elijah? Is it the guy in the chair? Is it Daisy? Who knows? Or is it the woman in the rocking chair? Because we saw, we not saw it was a ghost. We heard a woman hummed Amazing Grace. So what's that about? Oh, there's a lot of variables. But we see Harper, Griffin, and Savannah looks a bit older too. So that's pretty cool. And how just like we have to like say goodbye for real this time. And it's like, well, yeah. Oh, that was part of the intro. Man. Okay, there we go. Anyway. Forget it. I'm crazy. But they're basically talking about of what we just saw. And, they're talking about, the guy in the chair. And, the my look-alike and what's happening. Savannah basically says, like, oh, I'm going to be, like, late for, like, the opening. Because my mom, and she's kind of happy she gets the same mom because she never had a mom. I got to help her reopen the Tremont, the camps. Oh, it's kind of weird that you're going to be a camper again. Oh, I'm actually going to be a junior counselor. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I actually kind of wanted to do that, but just never got to do it. So that's pretty cool of her. Harper's like, I guess we have to really say goodbye. It's like, well, it doesn't really have to be goodbye because Savannah doesn't really want to say goodbye to them because they're like these supernatural friends that Savannah got to hang out with, and she lost Ben, and in a way, and this is like Ben's son, but Griffin's sort of her age, so it kind of works. Not romantic or any way. Griffin's with Harper, sort of. But they had so many back in season 1. They had so many romantic interactions, but then Griffin kind of went dumb and then said like, I can't believe you said that we were in love, but he was so disgusted. Like, you just let Harper do all these other things. Like, whatever, Griffin. I don't know. He's like so figuring things out. But, and Savannah's like, maybe I can do more research about this Elijah guy. Like, why he's haunting the Tremont, or is he? Or it might be someone else. About his family and stuff like that. And Harper's like, yeah, maybe we can research more about the Tremonts because that's my family and they used to own it, basically. And she's like, in the coffee can by the treehouse. And Griffin's like, oh, that's a bit too risky. A lot of people know about it. In the basement, maybe? Like, in the basement? And that could work. And Griffin's like at the final step, basically. And then, Savannah's like, yeah, that'd be great. And, Savannah's like, well, I'm going to miss you guys. And, okay, I'll send you know if I find out anything. And Savannah's like, I can't wait to scare the kids about Moss Man. And, she leaves and turns the crystal on. And, and obviously Griffin's like, I better go. Why? And so we could probably think a ghost scooped me up or something. And Harper's like, yeah, I got to go see my mom too. So that's pretty cool. We have, like them like taking the chair basically. And basically why Zoe has the hat is so cool to be kind. Not true. But they're basically talking about, you can't ruin the chair, you're going to make the ghost of the set. And Ben asked a good question. I thought you guys were done with this supernatural stuff. And he's like, we thought so too, but the ghost keeps on drawing us back in. And obviously, Sarah keeps getting more freaked out. Like, she doesn't want to hear this. And like, I love Ben's like, Hey, you want to listen to the ghost? How about you listen to your parents for once in a while, huh? And they're like, we love to, but we can't right now. Oh, come on. And like it didn't obviously. Sarah's scared, but she's also kind of curious. She's like, "What did the ghost say? Like on the mirror? What?" And then it's like no, because when we asked about it, was it Savannah? Just like I said before, was it Savannah? And it's like no. And obviously Ben's trying to be the more rational because he's kind of done with the supernatural stuff. He finally found closure with Savannah. He was about to leave, but now he's back here. And he's glad he's here, but he's like, no more ghosts, no more trauma, please. But he's like being more rational. Griffin's probably pranking you guys. Come on. And obviously Griffin's like, what? I'm not doing nothing. And then Ben's like, have you been pranking the twins? Come on, gotta stop that. And they're like, the mirror fogged up. Griffin couldn't pull that off. And obviously, Griffin's kind of getting kind of curious and kind of scared too. Like, wait, is this a clue that we've been looking for? Obviously, talking about him, Harper, and Savannah. Is this a clue? And obviously, Sarah's like, no, we're done. We're getting ready to share. We're getting rid of the mirror. That's the end of the discussion. Like, and this whole supernatural stuff, the ghost hunting, is becoming a huge distraction. And they're like, no. And then Ben's like, your mom's right, you guys, come on. And then it's like, oh, you two, yeah, you've been so distracted. You need to help me do the renovations. And she's like, that was not up for like the discussion. And she kind of shoves Wyatt a bit, not too harshly or anything, but he was kind of walking, and she just like boop, like he was already walking. I don't think that was necessary, but it's like a director's choice, but whatever. But Griffin's kind of, because he doesn't want his dad to be on the up and up, and like Griffin's like, maybe we shouldn't sell the mirror. Maybe we shouldn't throw out the mirror. And obviously Ben's like kind of like, don't tell me you're like the twins. You believe in this ghost stuff, right? And he's kind of like, oh, we could use the money, right? Like this old mirror could be worth $100 or something. And Ben's like, well, every little much counts, like for this old place. But we cannot keep it here. It's like too much for the twins. But where are we gonna put it? And Griffin's kind of like, how about the basement? They're too scared to go down there for Griffin and Harper, Savannah, if she comes back to check it out. And obviously they're and then he's like, that's a good idea. They're moving the what do you call it? Not nightstand. I guess you can call it the drawers, basically. And so they can move the mirror. And so, oh, the screws was it shot? Gotta get some tools. And he actually says, hey, have I ever told you the time that your grandpa taught me how to use tools? And he's like, no, yeah, but I didn't. And then we see the chair rocking again. The ghost is back. The woman humming Amazing Grace. And we have we see Jess again, which is nice. Hey, Mom. He's like, oh, hey, like, oh, it's Topher watching those movies again. Something about slime and aliens and monsters. Oh, great. You better go get them. You need to do laundry, fold it. And Harper's like, oh, I'll do it. Oh, help yourself. And they're kind of talking about oh, was Dad like Topher? Did he like scary movies? And she's like, heck no. Without the squeezing the life out of my hand, but yeah, like no way. Okay, I come on play this right here because Harper basically asked this question: was Dad like me? Do I have any traits from Dad? And I absolutely love that. Basically, well, you're a little bit above of us. You have this your quiet confidence. That's from him, but your stubbornness of that's hold me. That's pretty cool. And she's like, oh, I was named after his mom, right? I guess Harper's grandmother. And she's like, yeah, you're named after her. And she's like, how about her parents, which would be Harper's great grandparents? And then like, what were they like? And she's like, what's with all the questions? Like, and she's like, I just want to know more about our family since that we're kind of being more open and honest. That was kind of trouble with her family. They didn't like to be honest with stuff about the family, about Harper's dad and stuff like that. And she's like, well, I guess I never get to meet them. And sorry, that's a weird thing from Jess. That was like a weird photo frame. I mean, and Jess is kind of like, I actually want to show you something. Your grandmother Marie, basically your father's mother, your grandmother, Grandma Marie. She has this trunk, and it was like I forgot how many years ago. It was like he finally cleaned out her house basically, and this is hers. This is about our family. Oh, you never opened it? Well, your dad kind of wanted to pass on to you kids, but he passed away. Can I open it? Oh yeah, sure. It's yours. And basically, oh, like I forgot her name. Like I guess her assistant. She has trouble. Like she got sick. I gotta close. It was either close the shop or open it. Was it close? Yeah, I think it was close to the shop, but they go to it later. So maybe they open it at a different time. But that's kind of weird. I had to take a point out because I remember her saying, "I gotta help close the shop basically." Unless it's a different day. No, it's in the same day. And at night go they go to the coffee place. But how can it close in the middle of the day to reopen? Do you know any restaurants that do that? I don't know. I never met a cafe that did that. I don't know. So, until I can find a restaurant or cafe that can do that, I'm taking the point off. I'm taking the point off right now, but I'll get rid of it if I find something out. Because she says I gotta help close up, but then they go to it later. But yeah, whatever. And are you gonna be okay? And she said, I'm always okay. Yeah, you always are. I can get Topher to get off his butt. And she's opening the trunk basically, and she sees this blanket, this quilt. She sees a box. She opens it. She kind of finds something. Like her eyes go wide. Like, oh, what did she find? We see Savannah as a junior counselor wearing her outfit. I love it. And it says Camp Tremont, and now she's the one with the whistle in the clipboard. So that's pretty cool. And how she's like taller than everyone. Yeah, but she grew. And basically she's talking about how the moss man living in the woods, and well, what's in the woods? So what do you mean? And she actually hears a noise, and Samantha kind of gets freaked out, kind of like the inner child of her, because no one was supposed to make that noise because Savannah didn't set up any traps or anything, so she's kind of like, but she doesn't want to freak out the kids. I'm just gonna go check it out. You kids stay here. The kids just book it and they just run away. And Savannah's being curious, kind of goes back to her old ways and goes checks out the mystery. Oh my goodness! You see like the calming serenity of the woods and the tables and the fog and the springs and the water. I love it. But you feel the tension. Who's out here? You see the look in her face. Kind of like, oh, maybe it's nothing. She looks down, gets terrified again. Because look, footprints, and she's kind of like, Moss Man? Like, no. We go back to the Tremont. Yeah, in present time, that was like in 1964 or something. 1968, I think it was. And basically they're building, and how Zoe's like, oh, lower, that's too low. And it's like, oh, you want it perfect, right? She's like, I would rather have it done. And we have Griffin's like, I think we're gonna be done tonight because look, there's only 2 rolls left of wallpaper. Are you kidding? It's like, yeah, and the paste is gone too. And basically they're kind of complaining of who's doing more of a job, basically. And she's like, yeah, I'm done for tonight. And then and Wyatt's kind of like, oh, you really just done? And then Zoe's kind of like, oh, no, I mean, sorry, Wyatt's kind of like, I want a break too. And Zoe's like, you haven't done anything. What do you mean? Like, you just been standing around. And she's like, I call it supervising. Griffin's like, yeah, that's one way of calling it. No, that's pretty funny. And I love this. She's like, have fun. And Ben's kind of like, how about let's all go to Jennifer's like Java place. Let's get milkshakes. Let's get some ice cream. Right? Is it Griffin want to come with us? Oh no, I got homework to do. I need to stay here. And he's like, oh, your favorite, your chocolate. It's like, yeah, I didn't. And Ben's like, you're not a man of mystery, Griff. We know what you want. Okay, bye. He looks back. He turns off the lights. He goes to the basement where the mirror's at, so he can kind of talk to the mirror. Hey, is anyone there? He kind of knocks at a glass. He's calling Harper, and he's kind of talking about stuff, and I I want to play this right here. You gotta go look at it now. And basically it's like, hey, like, oh, did your mom tell you all this? It's like, no, I found a trunk, and this is a photo of them, and like, hey, look, not that wasn't all that was in the trunk. That's what her eyes went wide. Look, your bracelet. Yeah, it's my bracelet. Like, when we were running, it must have fell basically. And he's kind of like Harper, and she's talking about like, oh, this is so great, this is like interesting, and he's like Harper, and he's, well, what's wrong? Look, how soon can you get down here? What do you mean? Griffin like shows the mirror, and it says, go back. Who's that? I'll be there right away. See, this is what I mean. They're so open, unless they're closed just for them. I mean, I guess. You know what? I'm not gonna take a point off. I think I'm just might be nitpicking right now. But you think, oh, who is it? It's always you guys. Oh no, look, there's other people here. Ugh, I don't know. And they're kind of actually Jen's kind of like, oh, I was wondering to catch you guys before you leave back to Chicago. I know Roger can stay here, but you can stay. Is it? Oh, he's just getting good. Oh, I'm sure 2 people would love to know that you're saying Topher is like cleaning the tables. And then we hear in the background, can't wait to tell Topher about the mirror and stuff. And it's like, so, like you're saying, well, what about the ghost? And Ben's like, come on, Jen, we agreed, there's no ghosts or anything. And it's like, and Jen's kind of like, for centuries people talked about that place, how there's a ghost haunting it. And the only ghost is the harsh renovations. That's the only mystery. And we have Sarah kind of like basically telling what she saw, because they're kind of they're kind of friends, like with Jen, and Ben's her husband. She kind of wants to tell the truth. I heard a woman hum Amazing Grace, and Ben's kind of curious, and Jen's kind of getting freaked out. And when I went and I saw the chair rocking, when I went to the door, it stopped. Oh, Jen's kind of like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. I would check out basically. And Ben's kind of like, it's probably nothing. I love this right here, and I love Griffin. He's kind of like dumbfounded. He loves her. He's like, what do you think? I was like, oh, like, I love her smile. Oh, what do you think? He's like, oh, you look nice. And, I just want to play this right here.
You ready? Huh? Oh, yeah. Where do you get this stuff from anyway? In that trunk with the photos. My grandmother really did save everything. This was her wedding dress. Relax, no one's getting married.
I love like the music is very not somber, but like the nice, of the quiet kind of like if you were at the springs, or like like where you would like settle down like maybe at a farm or something. And it's kind of romantic in a way, and and then you just see this Harper smiling because she kind of knows maybe Griffin kind of likes me, maybe she likes him back because Harper did a lot of stuff if you remember. Harper did all those quirky stuff. Harper was wiping chocolate out of Griffin's face and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering, did they get together? Who knows? And if they don't, I would always love these sweet little moments. If the couple that was meant to be, but it's never happened, that could happen. But I would be disappointed. But who knows? But basically, I was kind of saying, oh, my grandmother did really keep everything. This was her wedding dress, and he's kind of looking like, he's kind of scared. He's just a kid, and then Harper kind of realizes that what she just said is like, relax, like no one's getting married. Oh my goodness. And so, okay, we gotta we gotta go. It's like, okay, and he says the thing. He goes down. They see a woman. I'm like, who's that? She's kind of in Springs, but she's humming Amazing Grace. It must be the same ghost person. What the heck? They're kind of so sad, but she's kind of like fishing for rocks or something, crystals. I was like, oh, what's that? And look at this old car. We get back to 1968. I love this. Savannah's with her mom. I just love families, and Savannah's kind of like, oh, we opened the Tremont, it's all great. And like, yeah. And the mom, I forgot her name. She's like, oh, stop roughhousing, you're gonna break. And then, poof, something. Sorry, don't worry, it's about bedtime. Get to the bunks, I'll clean it up. And she's like, Mom, I want to help. The fact that she calls her mom, I love it. She's like, there's a broom in the basement. I'll go get it. She goes down to the basement. And look, she's kind of scared about the basement because she's kind of scared about the basement because of what happened. And she hears footsteps, but she sees these like mossy boots. She hides for her life. It like searches for something, goes back up. Okay, almost played something. Oh my goodness, sorry. But you just see the terror in her face. She's like, Moss Man? Because remember when she first said Moss Man? But she's like, no. Now she found some moss. It's the legend's true. It's part of the ghost. So what's going on here? They go back. They have Griffin say, Griffin, where are you? And look what happened. What? Obviously, this wasn't Griffin like playing a prank. Because one, they're under enough stress, so that'll be really mean. Two, Griffin went back in time. They don't know that he went back in time, but so Griffin could have done this to Ghost? Question mark? But why? And it's like, yeah, Griffin couldn't have done all that. We put like a pound of adhesive, like there's no way. It's like, oh, the Ghost must be mad that we moved the mirror and the rocking chair. We get back to Griffin and Harper. The old lady, the ghost, I guess, went back inside, and they're basically, oh look, they're having dinner as like a family and stuff like that. And I kind of want to play another clip. I don't want to play too many. I'm trying to remember which ones did a clip. The one with the wedding dress scene. That's the one I played. Was there another one? Whoa, I can't believe I actually caught this. Look, it says add in 5. Oh, we're almost done. Are we? There's only 3 minutes left. I guess I'm grateful it didn't happen in the middle of the video, but I don't want to cut this. Ah. Whoa, it's 1:36. How long have I been doing this? But I like to talk a lot. But what was this saying? I was wondering if I could. Well, I guess this answers my question. I won't play a clip just because of this thing right here. But they're basically talking about Daisy and Sam's mom, of how your mom was obsessed with the springs too, because Daisy's kind of like, those people weren't like people we've seen before. All people are people, Daisy. Like, and your mother were obsessed with, why those people were here for the springs, and there's something special about the springs. Your mother really knew that, and they're kind of with the silence. I guess like the mom died or something like that. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. So unfortunately, even though I don't have to tell you this, but I like to do the behind the scenes. But it was a full episode. I should have seen this coming, but I guess I just really didn't really think about it because I was so excited to get back into this. And I know I've probably been talking for a long time. Like when did I start this around 1? So I guess it's just been like half an hour maybe, or something like that, 40 minutes maybe. But so I'm just gonna it's gonna seem like no time has passed, but I'm gonna cut this because I don't want the ad to get in the way. But so I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, and we're back. So even though it seems like no time has passed, but you had to wait for that ad to be finished. But basically, Elijah's kind of mourning about his wife, how she passed away. But he's kind of like, okay, Sam, Daisy, finish your supper, and Sam, help your sister with the dishes. And he's like, yes, sir. He, excuses himself. He leaves, and Sam kind of tells Daisy, you're right. Those people aren't around here. I know why. They're from outer space. They're just funny. Because, wow, like, out of all the things, like, but he had a book, actually. I didn't mention it. When I said he dropped a book, I didn't read the title before. But, I mean, like, during the reviewing the video. But it actually said book about space and time travel. So he thinks, like, they're aliens or something. Daisy's like, I don't want to hear this, Sam. Just finish supper. And then he said, I have proof this time. Look. And and then obviously, Harper's kind of like, that's my bracelet. And Griffith's like, yeah. And he's like, you see a star. They're from space. People don't just disappear into thin air, Daisy, unless they did. Daisy hears something like a creak in the floorboard by the porch. They leave. Griffith's like, Harper, look. And they're like, what? Look, there's that woman. That was like by the springs. Oh, it's a woman by the springs. Kind of looks. She's by the window. She was like, ah, and then disappears. And they're both like, it wasn't Elijah, wasn't it? She's the one who's haunting the hotel. But they're kind of so confused. Did they leave? They had the flashlights, but they're kind of like, that must be like your great grandmother. Yeah, must be. And Harper's like stops, like, Griffin, look at this. Wait, why am I clicking the same thing? Grace Tremont, wife and adoring mother of Daisy and Sam, 1894 to 1929. kind of looking at each other, and that's that. And if we got like, so if you don't want any spoilers for season 2 yet, then I guess click off because I don't have timestamps. So I guess I had to wait like a few minutes before I give my overall score for the episode. But this is like upcoming for like season 2 of Secrets of Sulphur Springs, season 2 of them saying like, "I'll just ghosts everywhere." We see this old lady in the black gown or something by the fog. Who's that? We see Harper by the mist, the fog. So that's probably be in episode 2, most likely. We have Daisy. Savannah kind of saying like Moss Man is real, like, and she's like holding out blankets, like wonder what she's doing. We have Griffin in his old timey outfit, talking to Sam like, "Hey, are you doing like a time travel machine?" And then Sam's like talking to Griffin, but he says Harry, so he's still using that alias. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. That fake name, Harry. Do you believe in time travel? But Griffin doesn't know how to answer that. And we have Daisy in the our time because I'm not sure. Oh yeah, because this was actually in the trailer, I think. Because we have Griffin and Harper's like Daisy, and then we have Jess, Harper's mom, saying like Harper. Wait a minute. Like, and Harper, so she sees like Daisy. I guess Harper has to hide or something. I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave it right here. I know like Jess's face doesn't look very good because of the white light coming from the sun and stuff. But yeah, dang, what an episode, and stuff coming from episode 2. It looks like Wyatt and Zoe looks like they're gonna go back onto the case. It looks like Griffin and Harper are gonna go back into time. It looks like Daisy's coming into this time. Jess is probably gonna get involved, maybe? Question mark. The old lady by the gate, probably she's gonna talk to Wyatt and Zoe, maybe. But why? That's kind of interesting because Wyatt and Zoe's kind of the ones to point them out, and she was staring right at them by the window. So I don't know what that's about. Oh, Griffin and Sam friendship question mark, because Sam's kind of like, "Hey Harry, do you believe in time travel?" And Griffin kind of wants to answer him, but doesn't, because he doesn't want to affect with stuff that he doesn't want to mess with. So that's like a whole scenario. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. Question: does Jess find out about the time machine? Maybe. Who knows? But okay. My overall score for episode 1 of season 2. Only time will tell. And this is supposed to be like from where we left off of episode 11 of season 1 to now we're starting off with season 2 of reintroducing the old characters, introducing some new characters of a new premise. Did it do a good job with that? And I have to say I would give this a I wonder if I should give it a 90 or an 85. Is it worth a solid A? Yeah, because Yeah, I don't think I really complained in this episode, except for yeah. It's an A. I don't know what I was really thinking about 85. Maybe. Oh, I think it was the whole restaurant thing. Oh yeah, that. Uh, mm, I'm actually kind of hold on. I just remembered like why I was kind of thinking. So 90. So even with the scene, it's still a 90. So it's solid A. So everyone, this was a fantastic episode. Some nitpicks here and there, but you know, we the cast we grew to love. Hopefully, grew to love to your point of view. We got them back. Griffin and Harper. I still love their friendship. Could have evolved into romantic, maybe, but are the parents gonna realize what's going on? I love Jess and Harper kind of being a little bit more honest with each other. Um, are Wyatt and what was it? Zoe, are they gonna be more in the forefront? It looked like Ben was a big premise of season one, just because the whole thing with Savannah, what he knew, and figuring what his backstory is. It seems like he's not gonna be like that in season two, which is fine because he had like a huge role in season one. Now it looks like Sarah's gonna take that place in season two, but he's still gonna have Ben. Like he's not just go away for a while. He looks like he's still gonna be here, so you have to support Sarah and decisions and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought this episode was fantastic. Fantastic way to start the season and fantastic episode. We're gonna go into episode 2 tomorrow. I don't know the episode title, but yeah, everyone. Yeah, hopefully you're glad that I'm back with this season. I really want to get episodes, I want to get episode 4 done by Sunday. So by, so I can get like, the first half of season 2 like done. This is not like 11 episodes like season 1. It's only 8. So I can get half done for the rest of this week. Only half. But yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Secrets of Sulphur Springs Season 2, Episode 2. And I'll see you then. Okay? Bye.